Okay, this is In My World by Anthrax, rhythm guitar lesson. So the way the song is going to start off is you're going to be on the second fret on the E, and then you're going to do this F sharp power chord, okay? And then you're going to palm mute twice on the E, and then hit that open F sharp power chord, and then you're going to palm mute on the E again twice, and then you're going to do this. Just move up your ring finger to the third fret on the A, and then you're going to palm mute again, and then you're going to bar on the second fret of the E, A, and D string, and then you're going to do this kind of stretchy dissonant chord right here. So second fret on the E, first fret on the A, and then fourth fret on the D. Okay, so like this. You'll do that, and then you'll hear Scott saying, "They're gonna put me in jail. Don't they know that my life is just one big cell?" And then it's gonna keep doing those chords, I believe 4 times, even before the drums kick in and while the drums kick in. And then what's going to happen is it's going to go into this part that goes like this. Okay, so what's going on there is it's using the same chords as from the beginning. You're just going to do more palm muting and open notes. Okay, so I'll play it slow. Okay, so really just palm muting, and then lots of open notes in between that palm muting. Just keep in mind that we use the same chords in that first part. So basically, the only thing that's different in that second part that I played there is that open E power chord there. So, okay. So then, after that's done, that last chord, you're going to end it with 3 open notes, and then it's going to jump into the bridge part. So, the bridge part going like this. Okay, so all what that is that second fret on the D string, and then second fret on the E string, and then you're gonna play that open, that second fret on the D open, and then you're gonna palm mute that E string in between. Okay, so it's gonna go like, and then it's gonna slide up, first fret on the D, and then third fret on the E, and then you'll come down to the 5th fret on the A, and then you'll just palm mute the open E between, and then just move up on the 4th fret on the A. So basically it goes like this. Okay, and then once that's done, after you finish that bridge, now you're jumping into the verse. Okay, those 2 palm mutes again, just like the beginning. Okay, this is where Joey begins to sing. Okay, that's that first part, and then when you get into the second part, you're gonna have a little bit of a change here. Okay. So the chords chords, they're a little different. So basically, that first part, it's that F sharp chord, okay? And then you're gonna palm mute the open E, and then you're gonna hit the 3rd fret power chord on the A, giving you that C note. And then you're gonna palm mute the open E again, and then do an open E power chord, and then you just go back into that stretchy chord. And then the bridge plays again. Okay, that's gonna play a total of 4 times before the pre-chorus kicks in. So when the pre-chorus kicks in, right? So let's say you're about to finish the bridge here. This is the pre-chorus right here. Okay, so what's happening there is you're just palm muting that 2nd fret on the E there, that F sharp note, and then there's some sliding going on here. So basically, okay, so I'm hitting that 2nd fret, sliding it to the 3rd, and sliding it back up, and then I let off, and then palm mute that open E twice, and then hit that open F sharp power chord, and then go back to chugging that 2nd fret. Basically, it's that part where he says, "I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid." Okay, and then when it gets to the lyrics that go, "Hate when others laugh," and then you have that voice, "Laugh, laugh." Okay, this is what you hear. Okay, so he's gonna do that. I don't know how many times he does that. But basically, what's happening there is he's doing that same sliding part, like the way the pre-chorus started. But what I'm doing there is I'm hitting an open E and then sliding. So basically, I'll slow it down for you. Okay, I'm hitting that open E, then I'm hitting that 2nd fret on the E there. Okay, and then it jumps into the chorus. Now I'm trying to think whether anything is added, in between jumping from the pre-chorus into the chorus. So basically, really, I don't think it's a big deal. I just kind of let off, just kind of pull off on that right there. That way you get that single open E note right there. So basically what I'm trying to say is, whoops, I'm sorry. Basically like that, and then it jumps into the chorus. So the way the chorus is, it goes like this. Okay, so we'll slow it down for you. Okay, so really just kind of practice that chugging and then getting those open notes in between, moving on to the next chord and then the other ones. So really, sorry. Okay, so once that chorus is finished there, you're going to end that stretchy chord with 3 open notes. So basically, just like that, and then you're jumping into the verse again, right? It's the same thing like we did before, right? Here we go. That right there. Okay, and then the bridge repeats. And then the pre-chorus repeats. Basically like that. I kind of messed it up. I apologize, but anyway, so the pre-chorus and the chorus, same thing repeats, right? And then we'll have the solo coming in. So I'll play the pre-chorus quickly. Okay, it's gonna do those 2 palm mutes, and then you're gonna hit that open F sharp power chord, and then what's gonna happen now is you're gonna be alternate picking, right? Basically muting that 2nd fret, and then hitting an open one at the end, and then everything stops, right? And then the solo comes in. Okay, so now we get to the solo part. So what's going on behind the solo is basically this. I'll play it to you right now. Okay, so what happens in the beginning, right? It's if you listen closely, you basically hear that open E being, palm muted and then open in between. So basically, it's kind of a pattern going like this. Okay, so some palm muting and then open notes in between. So that's good practice right there. So the way it starts out is you've got that open E power chord, okay, and then it moves on to the 1st fret here on the A, right? So basically, okay, and then it's going to move on to the 3rd fret on the G here and play that power chord. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Okay, and then before moving on to that 2nd fret power chord there, you're going to do 3 open notes. On that 3rd open note, that's when you move on to that next chord right there. So, okay, so, okay, and then you'll also do another 3 open notes, but what's going to happen is you're going to do this. Basically like that. On that 2nd open note, you're going to kind of let off so you can kind of hit that open E and then basically hit that F sharp power chord. So basically this is what we have so far. Okay, and then you also got that right there, that kind of dissonant chord that we learned from earlier. So you do 3 open notes on that 3rd open note. That's when you move that ring finger to the 3rd fret on the A, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to slide to the 5th fret, hit that power chord right there, and then do those 3 open notes on that 3rd open note. You're going to slide up to the 4th fret on the E. Okay, so then after you're done hitting that 4th fret on the E right there, okay, that's how that pattern is going on that E right there. So this is what we have so far. It doesn't really matter if you do those 3 open notes and moving in between the chords and everything. I just do that because, you know, it's kind of fun to play, and I kind of hear Scotty doing that, you know, throughout the solo. But really, if you just do I mean, that's fine, but just keep in note, you know, you've also got basically you just have those, and you've got those 3 open notes and moving in between those chords, if that makes sense. So basically, you have a solo ending. I'll give it to you one more time. So okay, so you'll end that, you know, when you do that on the 3rd fret and then the 2nd fret on that F sharp power chord. So, okay, now you've got this part going on. Okay, so what's happening there is we got a couple hammer-ons going on here. So I'll play it slow for you. Okay, so what's happening there is you're hitting that F sharp open chord, right? And then you're hitting those 2, but on that 2nd one you're letting off your middle finger there, so that way you can hit that 2nd fret. So not sure if that's a pull off or not, but hey. And then, so now what you're going to do is you're going to hit that 5th fret, and then you're going to hammer on to the 2nd. Okay? So after you hammer on to that 2nd, you're going to hit 2 open E notes, and then hit that open F sharp power chord. So I'll give it to you again. Okay, and then you'll do that a total of 8 times. So, and then after you're done with that, it's going to basically, hold on, just jump straight into the chorus again. Okay, you're just going to play that chorus, I don't know how many times, but you're going to play it for a good amount of time before the song ends. And then when you have the song ending, it basically just ends with two open F sharp power chords. So I'll give it to you pretty briefly. Basically just like that. And so that is the guitar lesson for In My World.